There's an accident on the freeway that has your body in just 12 days. Just call now and we'll ship you out.
That's right. 2 massive explosions just noticed that part. Well, guess what? Also raises the levels of
Which is true, not nothing. Probably raise your body.
There are 3 suspects now wanted. No one seems to have predicted this, so it's hard to know where it's heading. Chances are that in that
It's time to take back control of your mind so that you can take back your life. What controls your attention controls your life.
For an ambitious entrepreneur, this is your time of greatest opportunity.
The national economy, what's going on in world affairs, does not have to become your personal reality. Let others lead small lives, but not you. Have it be said of you that you did the best you could with what you had. Now is the time to do something different. No matter what your past has been, you have a spotless future. I'm telling you, the beliefs that you have about your potential, the beliefs of what you can and can't do, what you're good at and not good at, are made up.
My challenge to you is this: make now your turning point. This moment, what you have accomplished so far is only a fraction of what's truly possible for you. You are far more powerful, capable, and gifted than you allow yourself to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, publisher of Success Magazine, Darren Hardie.
Thank you. Morning. Thank you. Save some of that for the end. I just hope I don't change your opinion. That was very nice. Thank you, Brendan, for those wonderful words out in the introduction as well. So I'm delighted to be here. As I told Brendan, I don't do a lot of these for a lot of the guys that sort of travel within this space, but I'm always delighted to come and speak on Brendan's stage because I've learned through my own personal experiences of having gone to his events that it's credible, it's worthy, and there's a delivery of great insights. So delighted to be here. What I want to do first off is to clear up one of the greatest myths that I hear about why people aren't more successful in life. I get a chance to talk to a lot of people, and they tell me all the reasons why they are where they're at and why they're not more successful. So I want to sort of kind of clear that one out first thing before we do a deep dive into some of the other greater success principles. First off, how many people here have had, you had a nice, normal, happy childhood? How many? Can I see your hands? Oh, well, good for you. My childhood sucked. My parents divorced when I was only 18 months old, and my mother didn't want me, so she just handed me over to my father. As a matter of fact, when she first heard from the doctor that she was pregnant, her response was anger. And then after I was born, she was generally just disinterested. She was just one of those mothers or women that just never really wanted to be a mother. And so thankfully for me, she admitted it to herself and just sort of handed me over to my father. So my father, when I was born, was only 23 years of age at the time as well. And they just moved from the hometown of San Francisco Bay Area here to what seemed like the middle of nowhere, Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he took a job being an underpaid, overworked university football coach. And it was just he and I out there by ourselves alone. And this was sort of his parenting philosophy. He just sort of shoved me in the corner of a couch, barricaded me with pillows, put headphones on my head to try to keep me quiet. And you see the stunned look I have on my face. I had that most of my childhood. And to say that my father wasn't the nurturing type is almost comical. It was well known around our household. You just sort of had to fend for yourself. I actually think this is my sister here who is in the audience today as well. And my father, he was an alpha male, muscle-bound, loud, gregarious guy. We used to affectionately call him a Neanderthal. If you've never seen The Missing Link, this is what one looks like. And my father, he He parented like he coached, which meant there was a lot of yelling, no excuses, no whining, no crying, lots of expletives. And how many people remember the movie Full Metal Jacket? Okay, my father was Sergeant Gunnery, except for in 1970 football shorts. And he was infamous for one of his coaching philosophies, and that was no matter how hurt a player got on the field, they were not allowed to come out of the game. Well, one time this linebacker just gets creamed in the middle of the field, wobbles to the sideline, begs my dad to take him out of the game, and my dad grabs him by the face mask and yells at him, "Not unless you're showing bone!" And he pulled his shoulder pad back, and out from his neck skin was sticking his collarbone. And so every time either one of us kids were sick and we asked to stay home from school, from the other side of the house he would yell, "Not unless you're showing bone." And so we'd have to drag our sorry asses back out to school. Well, when I was only 4 years of age, he married my stepmonster. I did not mispronounce that. And they went on to have 2 other children, one of which is in the audience here today. And because I was of the other woman, she did everything she possibly could to try to ostracize me from the family. So I was literally the red-headed stepchild. And you can also see that my father cut my hair, which I think I suffer more emotional trauma from than anything else of my childhood. Now, because of this dysfunctional upbringing is the reason why I stand here today before you as the very functioning achiever. The reason being is because I had to get over these issues of abandonment is the reason why I'm vigorously self-reliant. Because I had a Neanderthal University football coach as a father is the reason why I'm so self-motivated and driven. Because in our household you had to achieve in order to get any attention or love in our household is the reason why I am so goal-oriented and achievement-minded. See, these were the muscles that I developed through this childhood. You know how you build a muscle, right? You put stress on it over and over again. You're stressing it, you're straining it. What you're actually doing is tearing the muscle fibers. You're actually breaking them down, and then in rest and recovery, it grows back bigger than it was before. That's how you build muscle. Well, these were the muscles that I built through my childhood that, in my opinion, give me the opportunity to do the extraordinary things that ordinary people can't do. So I guess my first message to you this morning is I hope your childhood sucked too. And that you understand that your adversity is your advantage. That your past, you haven't accumulated wounds that you need to heal from, but you've actually developed muscles that give you the ability to do the extraordinary things ordinary people can't do. My mentor, Jim Rohn, put it this way. He says, most people look at their past and their childhoods as a billy club that they keep beating themselves over the head with. Instead, look at it as the training ground, the development process that you've gone through that allows you to do the extraordinary things ordinary people just can't do. So that's the first message. Now, what I've come here to talk to you about